one of the members from Buster Blue, Rachel. So Rachel, tell me a little bit about your band.
Well, we're just a bunch of people who got together when we were in high school.
Please welcome Buster Blue.
For many years it kept us warm.
We just started playing music together, and it's fun. We were in band together, so we kept it going.
On the tabletop, work is not pounding out what you need.
So how long have you guys been together?
I think like 3 years.
Okay, and then how'd you start getting gigs and going, you know, playing around Reno?
It's kind of just who you know and asking around and calling places like, hey, they have a stage, so we call them and say, hey, we're in this band, can we play at your bar or wherever we can, basically.
Won't you put your hand out of the door for what's following?
I'm here with Brian with one of the members of Buster Blue. So Brian, how'd you come up with your name?
I actually just had a dream about a cowboy, and I figured that the name would be Buster Blue. It was just kind of alliteration that seemed right. Didn't want to think about it too much, so it just felt good, so went with it.
Don't leave me on the line. On the line. On the line.
When we're playing live, I think very much the goal is to connect with people.
What kind of music would you categorize yourself as?
I'd say we're American roots music with we have horns and chains and things like that. I'd say it's angry American roots music for heavy drinkers in Reno. Luckily, the first song usually involves a lot of yelling and chains. And I have a megaphone to hide behind, so nobody can see the fear in my eyes. We know that it's steeped in American roots music.
In the garden with the stars beneath his feet.
But it's not traditional. It's kind of our take on American roots music, whether it's spiritual music or it's or chain gang music or jazz or anything like that. It's just kind of our perception of what American roots music is.
Yellow eyes that were staring hungrily.
Either Andy or I come with a song and we say, this is kind of what I was thinking, this is the type of feel we're going for. And you know, at the very first, both of us are pretty vindictive about the way we want it to sound, but once we get the basic sound, we grow from there, and everyone experiments, everyone writes parts.
The birds in the trees were quiet as could be as I wandered round the bend. The dust picked up the sweet smell of blood, and I was alone again.
So tell us a little more about the record deal.
The new record is called When the Silver's Gone. It was recorded at Piper's Opera House in the dead of winter in January, and we found a set of songs that work really well together. It's a little bit of a concept record. We got a set of chains from Johnny Cash's estate to use on the record.
Me amor, I'm leaving town.
Our people who produced the record, Zach Dirtis, Zach works at St. James Infirmary. He's the general manager there. And his friend Kevin Bosley, he's an engineer that recently worked with Rick Rubin on records like the new Ava Brothers record, and he also worked on the new Go-Go Bordello record. And they both worked on the last At the Drive-In record. Those guys are very experienced engineers and producers.
Deep into the trees where the wild things lurk and wait for me. La, la, la.
And they've helped us a lot come from where we were to where we want to be. We'll be releasing that record on June 18th at the Celebrity Showroom at the Nugget.
How do you do? How do you do? Miss Mr. Jones, how do you do?
The main goal for us live is to make an experience for people.
Mr. Jones, how do you do? Yeah!
We look out into the crowd and at least for my sake, I find the person in the back of the room or the back of the field or whatever we're playing and make it my goal to connect with them as much as possible.